Hey guys, what's going on? To Bomber here, and today I have a little video for you guys going over the perks in Advanced Warfare. Now, obviously, this is subject to change, but we don't think that they're going to change the perks, which really kind of makes me a little bit mad because there are some things wrong with the perks that I think should be taken out or put in or changed. So, without further ado, let's jump right into all the perks, all the wild cards, and things like that, and my opinions on them. For our perk 1 slot, you have the option of lightweight, low profile, danger close, overcharged, or flak jacket. Now, lightweight is increased movement speed. We have known that from Black Ops 2. Low profile is invisible to UAVs and tracking rounds. Tracking rounds is a new thing in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It is an attachment on your weapons that causes the bullets, if you wound an enemy but not kill them, then they will show up on your minimap for a short period of time. It's like a UAV, except you have to shoot them. Danger close, we all know what this is: increased explosive and score streak damage. Overcharge extends your exo ability battery life and shocks enemies on impact of a boost slam. And boost slam is the new melee attack that you can do after a boost jump, just slamming down on the ground, and it will be a one-hit kill if it direct impacts. And then finally, flak jacket: reduced damage taken from explosives, no slowdown from explosive damage, and reset grenade times on throwback. So lightweight's pretty straightforward. Low profile is definitely a new perk that we haven't seen before. The tracking rounds and the UAVs are definitely different. You don't have to be moving for low profile to take effect, which is not cool for me. This is going to promote camping. Black Ops 2 was perfect, where Ghost you had to be moving to not show up on the radar, and so low profile should be an interesting perk to see what happens in multiplayer with it. Danger close, I don't have to tell you guys what happened to Modern Warfare 2 because of this perk. Call of Duty Ghosts was infested with this perk also. So I'm not happy to see it back, and I don't think anybody's happy to see it back. Overcharge, it doesn't seem very overpowered. Obviously, you know, the whole exo ability thing. I've told you guys before, I don't think it's overpowered in the slightest. I think it's a cool new addition to Call of Duty, and overcharged may be a useful perk. I might use it if I learn how to use my exo abilities well. And flak jacket, they've tweaked it a little bit. They've added in an option from fast hands in Black Ops 2, which is the reset grenade times on throwback, and also no slowdown from explosive damage. That was a huge thing for me. Whenever even if I had tac mask or flak jacket in Black Ops 2, I would still get slowed down by getting hit with stuns or regular grenades. Like, it would stop my sprint animation, which kind of sucked. So that'll be cool to have that in flak jacket. In our perk 2 slot, we have the perks Peripherals, Blind Eye, Cold-Blooded, Fast Hands, and Gung Ho. Peripherals is a new perk. It increases the minimap coverage, and you are able to take out enemies without displaying the death icons. So this is kind of a perk from Halo, actually, that we've seen in the past, which is increasing your minimap. It pretty much gives it a wider range, allowing you to see further on your map and things like that. And then Takedown from Call of Duty Ghosts is in this perk. Kill enemies without the skulls popping up over their heads. So that's pretty cool stealth perk. Blind Eye, undetectable by tracking drones, explosive drones, and all score streaks except the UAV. This could also be very useful. The explosive drone, I believe, is the new IED in this game. It looks like a shock charge, except it does blow up when you get near it. So those are going to be very interesting. We have to see how those play out, especially with danger close in the game. Blind Eye could be very, very useful here to avoid those kind of things. Cold-Blooded, immune to thermal, target enhancer, which is pretty much the new target finder. It doesn't seem that overpowered to me. Threat grenade, essentially the Oracle grenade that I showed you in the multiplayer trailer overview. And enemy callouts, so callouts have transferred over from Call of Duty Ghosts. No name displayed or reticle color change when enemies aim at you. So the reticle color change is a little bit new. We've seen it in the target finder from Black Ops 2, but I believe the classic reflex sight on every single weapon does in fact change color when you are aiming over an enemy, which is pretty cool. So Cold-Blooded could also be a very useful perk. Fast Hands reload while sprinting, swap weapons, and use Exo abilities and Exo Launcher faster. Reload while sprinting is obviously on the go from Call of Duty Ghosts. Reflex, swap weapons faster from Call of Duty Ghosts, and use the Exo ability and Exo Launcher. That doesn't seem like a super useful perk to me, especially the reload while sprinting. I always hate it on the go because it doesn't allow you to reload cancel. So probably something I won't be using very much in Advanced Warfare. Gung Ho is fire while sprinting and sliding. Now this makes me very, very, very nervous. This is going to be a shotgunner's best friend. I don't know if you can aim down sights while you're sprinting. I don't believe you can, but I mean, just the fact that you can use this with a shotgun, you're going to be able to. It's practically dexterity except without any animation at all from sprinting. You can just sprint around and kill people. It allows you to be really, really fast running around the map, and I don't know how this perk is going to work out in multiplayer. Now for our perk 3 sets, we have Toughness, Scavenger, Blast Suppressor, Hardwired, and Hardline. Toughness is obviously from Black Ops 2, reduce flinch when shot. Pretty much an essential perk. I will probably be using this on all my setups. Scavenger, start with extra magazines and resupply bullet ammo from dead enemies. So obviously this combines both Scavenger from previous Call of Duties and Fully Loaded from Call of Duty Ghosts, where you start with extra bullets at the beginning of the match and possibly off respawn. Something I noticed is that you resupply bullet ammo from dead enemies. It doesn't say enemies that haven't taken explosive damage. So in Black Ops 2 Scavenger, if you killed someone with an explosive, they would not drop a Scavenger pack. So if it's not the same in this game, then we might have a problem, especially if Scavenger resupplies grenades and things like that. But it does say bullet ammo, so I don't think that'll happen. Blast Suppressor don't show on the minimap when using exo movements. So this is the boost dodge, the boost jump, things like that. I don't know how useful this perk is going to be. There's been some confusion. I don't know if you always show up on the minimap when using your exo movements, but there's also a perk, or not a perk, an exo ability called Exo Ping that I will get to later in this video that says it allows you to see people on the minimap when using the exo abilities, or when they're using the exo abilities. So if Blast Suppressor is only in there to counter that exo ability, this perk could be really, really underpowered, and I really don't see the point of it. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hardwired, we've seen that from Black Ops 2, immune to System Hack, EMP, Nanoswarm, Stun Grenades, and Scramblers. Hardwired, immune to Stun Grenades. That'll be huge. It's essentially Tactical Mask as well as Hardwired. Nanoswarms, I have no clue what that is. But System Hack could be Black Hats, like we saw from Black Ops 2, or it could be a Score Streak, because I have not seen Black Hats or anything like Black Hats in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare yet. So we'll have to see what the Scramblers and all that stuff is. And then Hardline, that's pretty obvious, just decrease Score Streak cost by 100, a lot less powerful than it was in Black Ops 2, but still a solid perk to use, especially in modes like TDM and ones where you're not likely to get as much score streaks as fast. And now we have the all-new Exo abilities, the Exo Shield. Quick deploy shield attached to your Exo's arm, essentially a riot shield that lasts for about 5 to 7 seconds, and obviously you can lengthen it with overcharge. You can lengthen all of these abilities with overcharge, by the way, just going to put that out there. You also have Exo Overclock, which is increased foot speed, increased speed period, so you'll sprint faster, you'll strafe faster, all of that. Exo Stim, temporarily generate health beyond normal levels. From what I could tell from the gameplay, it does only last 5 to 7 seconds, and it's really not too big of a difference. We're not looking at another painkiller here. We're not looking at death streaks. This seems to be very balanced, but I am worried about this being a really, really good sniper counter. So we'll have to see how that goes. Exo Cloak, visually conceal yourself for a short duration. Again, I don't think this is overpowered. We've seen it before in other games, active camo, and you can still definitely see them if you're looking hard enough. It really isn't too big of a deal. And then Exo Hover, hover in place for a short time, so boost jumping, and then hovering in that spot for about 5 seconds could be beneficial. Shooting from above. Exo ping. This is the perk or the ability I was talking about. Show enemy exo movement and weapons fire on your heads up display. So how that and blast suppressor work, we'll have to see. Exo trophy system. This is pretty straightforward as well. Instead of the actual trophy system we've seen in a few games, destroys incoming grenades and rockets for a short period of time, and it's an ability which is pretty cool. So again, I don't believe any of those are too overpowered, besides maybe Exo Stim against snipers, but even so, I really am not too worried about the abilities. Now we have the Wildcards. We have Overkill. Pretty much all these are straight from Black Ops 2 except for a few. Overkill, take a primary weapon in your secondary weapon slot. Primary Gunfighter, take a third primary weapon attachment. Secondary, take a second secondary attachment. Excuse me, I had to say second twice there. It was kind of messed me up. Perk 1 Greed, a second perk 1, second perk 2, second perk 3. You guys all know these perks or these wildcards from Black Ops 2. Then we have Tactician, take an Exo ability in your Exo launcher slot. So obviously you can take Exo Stim and Exo Cloak. That could be overpowered. We'll have to see about that. And then Bombardier, take an Exo launcher in your Exo ability slot. So take a grenade, another grenade instead of an Exo ability, so you could potentially have a throwing knife, or the equivalent of a throwing knife in Advanced Warfare, and a frag or something like that. So this is going to be an interesting thing to see. We're not going to have tactical and lethal slots. It's more going to be abilities and grenades overall. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll see. And my favorite wild card that I'm super excited about is Streaker. Take a 4th score streak. Advantage or Sledgehammer, listen to me, guys. Like, I called this so long ago. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if you could have a wild card that would give you a 4th score streak? I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't put crazier wild cards in here. For example, take 2 secondary weapons. That would have been kind of funny to see. But I'm pretty satisfied that they at least have take a 4th score streak in here. That's going to be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Again, like I said, I don't think any of this is going to be super overpowered. I have some faith in Sledgehammer that they're gonna balance it. Something I'd like to add on is, you might have noticed in the perks list there is nothing said about hiding your footsteps or making your footsteps quieter or anything like that. There's no dead silence. And there's no, sound whoring perk. This is something I'm very worried about from what I've seen in gameplay. Advanced Warfare footsteps are very, very loud, and I'm worried about competitive. And me personally, I don't have a headset. So if I have to have my TV volume cranked up and sound whore everyone just to have a chance against those guys with Turtle Beaches, right? I don't know how that's going to go. I think they should put dead silence in the game. Maybe attach it to one of the more underpowered perks like blast suppressor, but I just don't know about that. Danger close, I'm also kind of worried about, as well as low profile. But other than that, I think all the perks are very fair, very balanced. And they said the reason for not putting dead silence in the game is they didn't want any perks that people had to use. So like dead silence was pretty much a must in Call of Duty Ghosts, and in Black Ops 2 Toughness was a must, and in Modern Warfare 2 Stopping Power was a must in Modern Warfare 2. So they didn't want any perks like that in the game, but then they put in Toughness. Like, I don't understand. Like, Toughness from Black Ops 2, like, if you used that, you were crazy. And so if Flinch is the same as it was in Black Ops 2 and Toughness is the same as it was in Black Ops 2 in this game, then I don't understand what they were thinking with that, not putting any quote-unquote essential perks in the game, because Toughness is pretty freaking essential. I don't see why they have Flinch in the game in the first place. But otherwise, honestly, guys, I don't see too many problems with Advanced Warfare besides the perks. Some of the perks and some of the wild cards and abilities that you can use could be combined in some pretty annoying ways. That's all I'm worried about, guys. Advanced Warfare otherwise looks like it might be the best Call of Duty competing with Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 for me. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, I kind of went off on that dead silence rant. I'm sorry about that. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.